have our favourite images of Venice, the Venice of gondolas and canals and ice cream adverts. La Serenissima, the Italians call this city, the most serene. Not anymore, it isn't. This is what modern tourism can do to a city. There is only one Venice, and its popularity may be slowly killing it. When you walk into St. Mark's Square, you do slightly wonder if the whole world had the same idea this morning. It is wonderful, but it is full.
This is quite a good day. There aren't many people here today.
Barbara Warburton has lived here for 40 years and campaigns hard for the numbers of visitors to be controlled, particularly the tens of thousands who pour off the cruise liners that fill the lagoon beside St. Mark's.
The number of tourists that are vomited onto Venice each time that they come, and it's not just one ship at a time. Some days there are 6 or 7 of these enormous monsters all moored at the same time.
There are regular seaborne protests against the cruise ships, but to no effect so far. The Port Authority does very well from an industry that employs 11% of the city's workforce, so it's going nowhere.
The real issue of the pressure of tourists in Venice is not given by the cruise sector, it's given by those uncontrolled tourists that are coming probably because they are residing and sleeping far away, so no money for the city, they are not eating here, so no money for the city, and they are not producing a positive economical effect on the town.
The merchants of Venice, of course, love the numbers and the money they spend, but if the crowds detract from the pleasures here, there's a danger of this city killing itself.
We love the tourists, and we would like everybody in the world that come in Venice to visit us, but not all at once. But not everybody at the same time, because Venice is a small place.
The danger of Venice sinking beneath the waters of the Adriatic is always with us, but sinking beneath a tide of tourists, if the numbers keep rising, well, that may happen too. James Mates, ITV News, Venice.